like to welcome you
to a little place that we think is really cool.
Let's talk about the music, let's have a laugh.
You already know what it is.
It's the plug.
Podcast. It's the plug podcast. It's the plug podcast. You already know who it is. So why are we still singing this? Let's get on with the plug podcast.
Hello and welcome back. Sorry, to the plug podcast. I like to try and leave a gap because there's like a drum fill that goes.
No, I get it.
So, thank you guys. I'm Josh Taylor.
And I'm Diego Barraza.
And we are here today with very special guests. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Tom from Memory Motel.
And I'm Ruby from Memory Motel.
Tom and Ruby from Memory Motel. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Tom and Ruby.
How are you guys going? Good?
Yeah, I'm alright today.
That's
feeling good.
That's good to
Feeling-
hear.
yeah.
We're
How are
all-
you guys?
Yeah, I think we're all a bit tired.
I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, now that you
Yeah.
mention I'm actually extremely tired.
yeah. Me too.
Full of energy.
Yeah.
Full of tired energy, right, guys?
So I have another song to play, but this one doesn't require any participation from you. This is
Okay.
a
Thank
listening
God, we already-
experience.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you did fine. All right, here's the song.
What would you like to plug about yourself? Yeah.
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 Sorry, what, me?
Yeah.
Is this where I participate?
Reverse.
Fuck. I didn't prepare for this. What's my line? No, joking.
It's
but,
the plug.
I forgot.
Oh, it's the plug.
It's the plug.
But yeah, as we asked in the song form, what would you like to plug about yourselves?
We've got an album coming out slowly.
Do we?
Yeah. But before that happens, we've got our first single in about 2 years now.
Shit,
Yeah, true.
That's a big drop.
Yeah.
That's a big old drop.
Yeah.
When's that happening?
And that's
Yeah.
the one.
Damn.
Wow, date locked in.
Are we allowed to reveal that date? Am I
We've-
censoring
Yeah,
this?
well,
just
revealed it.
It's too late now.
Dude.
This is
Well, we can beep it later if not. No, it's fine. Who's
Let me know.
going to stop us?
Yeah.
Who's gonna
It's
stop
gonna
us?
stop us.
Yeah, you said you have no managers.
No, we're fully independent, so I mean,
You're in charge.
no one's coming after
Yeah.
us.
Except for you.
Unless you wake up tomorrow, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, unless
Can't sleep at night.
Mitch, our keyboardist might see this and be like, God damn it, I said not to reveal it.
Oh, did he?
It's right, it's a soft launch.
Too late.
Yeah,
too
yeah.
late.
Soft launch.
Too late. Listening back to this, it's just all going to be beeps.
I like to think we try to keep it exclusive on the plug,
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we always have like little tidbits that
Yeah.
people don't know yet.
So that's a great start. This
Exactly.
is
Yeah.
We're gonna make the thumbnail real clickbaity. I'll be on the like,
They
Oh my God.
yeah.
Cancelled?
Memory Motel
Gone
indefinite
wild.
hiatus.
Pop's cold.
What are we allowed to know anything else about the single?
Yeah. It's called Apollo. It's
Hell yeah.
probably the oldest single or the oldest song that we've written that will go on the upcoming album. We wrote this like 2 years ago almost now. This was, a while ago. I was still living... I've moved houses like 4 times since we wrote
Fucking
this.
hell.
That's living in Sydney.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like sick of playing it now because it's 2 years
It's old,
Yeah,
that's how
it
it
gets.
doesn't feel.
It's sad.
Yeah, but the audience doesn't know that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
The
true,
audience
that's
might
true.
have, even like our friends and family and biggest fans who've come to like every show have only presumably heard it, 10, 15 times
Yeah.
max or whatever.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not
Yeah,
a lot of
and
times.
none of them have ever heard it in a recorded
I think as
version.
long as you guys can make it look like you're enjoying yourselves when you play it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it.
Just
Okay.
pretend.
Yeah.
It is fun.
You get fed up of playing the same songs over and over and over, but like I don't think I've ever like fully gotten sick of any of our songs. So
Oh,
it's
that's
like
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a great way to fucking plug the album. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, my songs super interesting.
even I
Never
still
get bored
love
of
them.
it.
And I hear them every day.
No, that's good. That's a great sign because you hear a lot of people fucking hating their own music.
Do you guys
So-
write all the music together?
Yeah, it normally goes a little something like one of us will write like a like part of an idea.
literally show us a songwriter.
It'll go a little something like
like-
this. A 1 and a 2. Someone will come up with like a little part of a song, like a verse or a chorus, and then they'll bring it in, and then we'll all kind of like finish the whole thing
That
together
sounds lovely.
before Ruby then.
Usually I just do the instrumentals like at home.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So we all, I mean, not instrument, the vocals at home.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so we write all together. And then,
And then you take it out back.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then,
Yeah.
and then Ruby imbues it with meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point it's just noise. And
You're like,
then,
this is sick chords,
Kinda.
guys.
yeah.
I make cool drum beat.
Yeah.
How many members are in your band?
We
Yeah.
have 5 of us. So there's us 2, and then Mitch who's on keys, and Ben who's leads guitar.
He leads.
And then he leads the guitar.
He
I
leads.
mean, yeah.
And Kit, who joined about a year ago now.
Yeah.
And he's on bass.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
So what does that leave for you two? What do you guys do?
Drummer.
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I'm rhythm and vocals.
Hell yeah. Nice work.
Nice.
Wow.
Good little band.
Yeah.
Good little band.
We like to think so.
I know, I
little
guys.
It's like, yeah.
Look at you guys just doing it. Huh? Wow.
5 years. we're both here 5 years. We made it, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Plugs
Look at
been
us
going
go.
for 5 years. as well.
Plug ourselves.
Plug ourselves. Yeah, that's
Plug, you
right.
get to plug yourself.
Just on the single Apollo, what's with the name and the is it what's
Is it
the
space themed?
is it space
That's what we
themed?
want to know.
Is it Greek?
No,
god
I do
themed?
think about that every time I see it written down. I think
Yeah.
about the
Is it
the
Tom Hanks
spaceships. No,
about
it's
Tom
actually well, Ruby has now imbued it with meaning, as I said. But what it actually was originally was Ben, our guitarist, had written like the original idea. He had come over to my house to record it, and my little interface on the corner of my desk is an Apollo.
Oh.
And this is honestly how we come up with a lot of song names.
Damn.
That's what's really
The
funny.
interface,
Is
yeah.
book in corner, read name, Apollo, and it's never changed.
Yeah,
Like our
and then
first song,
that's it.
Scarlet, was like the Scarlet.
That's too on the nose.
Don't let people into this knowledge.
Damn.
But now it actually has just like meaning behind it as well.
Well, we're
Great.
using a Presonus right now, so just write that down.
Yeah.
Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Presonus.
Put that down.
Yeah.
When you write the song about the Plug podcast, because that's coming
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
It's gonna be called
It's
the
not called It's the
plug.
Plug, it's called
It's
The
called The
Plug.
Oh man.
In the plug.
That's it.
Yo,
So
fam.
if that's so you have a single late June. Does that mean there's gigs coming up around then as well?
Yeah, we've got one in June, and it's
Hello?
we can
I
announce
asked
to Taylor.
Taylor,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So our friend Taylor is really talented fashion designer.
Plug Taylor.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor.
yeah, you know Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor. Right. Nice.
Yeah, so we've got, I think it's 3 bands on the lineup, and she's made all of our outfits.
Oh,
Yeah.
This was announced like today. When was it announced?
I don't think
Actually?
I haven't even seen it. Maybe.
I feel like this was I feel like this was announced today, unless
Oh, okay.
unless somebody's doing the exact same thing and it's a
Maybe.
different lineup that I don't know about because I don't know where I saw it, but yeah.
Maybe. I don't think Taylor's made the poster yet, so
Yeah, true.
maybe it was coincidentally another thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. She said I could talk about it, so it's fine. It's us, Jude Pascal.
It was definitely announced. I'm not
Okay,
making
cool.
it.
And also Safford.
Yeah.
Plug Pod alumni, as I was also listening to their episode this morning.
Plug
Ding
alumni.
that, mother.
Oh, wait, hang on, I had a beer in my hand. Wait, you can't say
Put your beer down and
shit. I did it. Okay, there.
And yeah, Taylor's gone and she's designed the outfits for all members of all the bands, and the night's going to act as like a show / we're all
Like a fashion show as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
fucking
runway
sick.
though.
Yeah.
It's a sneaky
That's right.
possum.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, there's no-
it's like,
There's barely room for a stage.
I was about to say there's going to be a stage, but it's that sneaky puzzle. So no,
But
there's-
it's really awesome because at least I hadn't seen my outfit until about last week, and we all went and did like a photo shoot to.
Oh, no.
and
so
I think all the
cool,
other
man.
bands are doing a photo shoot as well, and it's all sort of maybe going to be like displayed
Damn.
or
And this is in June.
be part of it. Yeah,
You guys
so
are
sick.
prepared. Like,
Yeah, we're ready.
It's like 2 months.
yeah, and
Is it?
Not really. You guys are like,
Yeah, I always saw my
oh
outfit
wait,
like
what?
Who's going to tell him it's May?
sorry?
it's like less than 30 days away.
Shit. Guys, it's coming up soon. We better prepare.
Are you guys ready? or-
Not me being like,
Amazing.
wow, so prepared. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, man.
But that'll be sick, and then
Yes.
not too long after that, the single will drop at the end of June,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a release show in
July?
Yes, Oscar also said I could talk about this, even though it's not announced. So I checked these off. July 9th.
Yeah.
We're doing a big release show at the Metro.
Oh, the man.
Yes. Yeah, the social.
At the social?
Right?
Yeah, not the big one.
Yeah, not
That'd be
Now,
crazy.
When I was starting
Social's
out,
still
like
pretty
2000.
like big.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
social's
like
sick.
True.
300, 400 cap or something. Anyway, we're doing that with Megafauna and Jacob
dope.
Turl. So it's a pretty dope lineup.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
sick.
yeah. Oh, that's incredible. That's very, very exciting.
Mm.
I like the Metro Social. I've been
Metro
there.
Social.
I've been there once.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah, I
nice.
think I've only ever been there once as well.
I've been there.
But
once.
it's cool.
I like
That's
how you
cool.
can kind of sit upstairs if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm a
Like
sitter.
lounge area. Yeah.
I'm a sitter.
I am also I'm like, I like to get up and about for like a little while. And then like
Yeah.
after about the 4th or 5th beer, I'm like, well, it's time to sit down.
Getting old now, I feel like.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's like I'm standing there watching, and I'm like, wow, I'd be enjoying this so much more if I was sitting down right now.
Oh my God.
I can appreciate
I'm
the
lazy,
music
alright?
and sit down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, I appreciate it
Yeah,
more.
Yeah,
I'm less
because my
thinking
back
about, wow,
doesn't
my
hurt.
back hurts. Wow. What? I missed a song. Fuck.
Oh man, the years are creeping on.
No. If
Tom's
anybody from
25
the
now.
industry asks, if anybody from the industry asks, we're all fresh 18.
Freshly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to be successful at all.
Yeah. We are all fresh 18. Well, so much going on. You guys are insanely organized, which is it's pretty shocking, I will say, because from somebody who is not organized, it's crazy
Yeah.
to see bands being like, yeah, we have a gig in like 2 months. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I forgot we're in May.
Huh?
Yeah, we're recording this. Like, when are we going to drop it? Who's going to edit this?
Yeah, exactly.
Who has the time?
I do think we stress out about organizing a lot.
But that's thanks to you. You're very organized. Tom's like,
Is it a 5-man job or is it a Tom job? Is it a 5-man job or a Tom job?
it's mainly Tom. We've kind of delegated more.
It
but
was
it's also-
originally a
Tom.
one me Tom job, but in more recent times, as I just don't have enough time anymore, we've kind of all just
Nice.
taken on more of a role.
Yeah.
Wow, so
and sort
cooperative.
of like
What a team.
figured out like what each of us can actually do instead of just like, I don't know, like not communicating.
Just wait.
properly.
Sit and wait.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm at the gig. What gig?
I feel like that might have happened. Oh no, that's
Nah.
No, it's definitely happened.
Yikes.
What about the name Memory Motel? Is that
Oh, let's
is that
talk
also
about
the
it.
name of an interface that you used, or is that?
No, it's not. But you came up with it.
I don't even know how I came up with it.
Oh no,
It was
it's
like
got
5
lost to time.
It was just
Yeah.
word association.
I think it was just like, oh, we're psych. Like, let's have a cool, vibey name.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Alliteration's
Motel.
cool.
I do love alliteration.
But since then, everyone's dad that we've ever talked to is like, Memory Motel, that's the best Rolling Stones song or whatever.
Oh, is it actually?
And we're like, oh yeah, I still don't think I've listened to it. I'm like 5 years on.
Yeah, Rolling
Our
Stones.
producer, he has like an awesome home studio, and sometimes his dad will come by the studio and he'll be like, oh, my favorite Rolling Stones band or whatever, and every time we go, yeah, awesome song, man. Still haven't listened to it.
Gotta be one of my favorites.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there with
I was gonna ask, like, who do you guys work with when you like record your music?
Yeah, do you want to plug?
use
use him.
we've been going
We'll
to
use
this
him.
guy James Krastowski for like the past, well, since the EP pretty much.
Nice.
And he's great. He's like really down to earth, and he's good. Has really good input as well with our songs. Usually
Great.
we don't.
Legend of the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice. How good is that? Just like a professional producer? That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just we were talking about this to someone the other day. Like friends of ours will like be like, who do you guys record with, or like, who should I record with? And I'm always just like, this one dude, he's the shit. He's
How
the
did-
guy.
Where did
Do
he
you guys
pop
know
up?
the band Passiflores?
I don't think so.
No. Can't
They're
say
this
I do.
psych band from Byron.
Okay.
And they'd come down here a bunch of times, and we'd played one show with them at Yuli's, I think it was.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Yuli's.
Yeah.
For no particular reason
Sponsor
whatsoever.
today.
Shout out to Yuli's Brew. Amanda.
Oh,
No, I'm joking.
I'm
shout
drinking
out-
a Mandarin IPA. It's called Amanda.
And yeah.
Thank you, Yuli's
It's kind of-
Brew.
Everyone take a drink. I got drink break.
Quick drink break. I didn't realize it was supposed to be
That
Mandarin.
hits the spot.
Does it really taste like Mandarin though?
I think
it kind
it's
of tastes like beer.
It's kind of it's barely in there. It's hard in
They
it.
creep up on you because they're like too standard.
That's right. I might as well get up and shake.
that's why I got them.
Wow. So if you're is the whole album done with James or
Yeah,
It will be.
It will
We're
be,
not
yeah.
100% finished yet. It's
Okay,
like
right.
it's kind of like a lot of the album's written, maybe like all of the instrumentals, maybe. But we're still just putting the finishing touches on it, and then
Well-
in the next month or two, we're going to him again, like another 8 times or something. We have
Fucking
locked in
hell.
with him.
Jesus.
Well,
Lots of
it always
vocals.
just takes longer than you think it
Of
will.
course, yeah, 100%.
So I was
Yeah.
just like, let's lock him in advance because I know we're going to be back.
No, it's cool. It's good to. I mean, I always find that it's better to spend more time, if possible, on those
Yeah.
kinds of things.
Are you aiming to drop this year? Was that too
The
ambitious?
full
of me?
album, we were originally, but again, it takes
Time.
way longer than you think it will.
Definitely.
true.
And just like saving up as well. Like we did so much gigging over summer just to pay for all the recording.
Yeah,
So
shit
true.
costs money. Can you believe
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's fucked up world we live in.
A lot of money as well.
And we definitely still haven't even like earned enough to pay for all
I know. I'm kind of worried. Oh,
But no, we'll probably have maybe 3 singles out this year.
Nice.
And
Great.
then maybe 1 or 2 more next year, and then the album.
The album, and then what happens then?
tour?
Domination.
Oh,
yes.
America tour, Japan tour, New Zealand tour.
Yes.
Then the moon. I don't know.
Yeah, moon tour.
Going to
Let's do
Mars.
it.
Hit up Southeast Asia. No one ever does.
Yeah,
Yes,
true.
so true.
Imagine playing in Vietnam. That'd be
That'd be
crazy.
sick.
That would be fucking.
We've
cool.
talked about Japan a lot. That looks really cool.
Japan
would be cool.
fucking
But
Expensive, more expensive than.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I know Salarymen went to Japan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
they-
did. Yeah.
I don't know if we have the connections, but more realistically, we'll do all of the East Coast, and
Hell yeah.
then if we can get down to Adelaide and Perth as well, that'd
That'd be
cool.
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that'd be
Maybe
so fucking
sneak our way.
It's a
over
big
to
if in,
Yeah.
today's day and
I
age.
know.
Fucking,
People in Adelaide and Perth, like, please.
and it's like
Come to our
you
city.
feel bad as like a band from Sydney saying that, but there are people from there are like fucking huge artists that just don't bother. You know what I mean?
I know. I don't know too much about the Adelaide scene, to be honest, but I know the Perth scene's like
Pretty solid.
hustling and bustling,
Yeah.
and like so
Yeah.
much stuff. So I know it's so far away, but maybe we'll sneak our way
It's
over
fully
there.
like another country.
Yeah.
Isn't it like an 8-hour flight or something?
Some shit
I
like
think
that.
it's
like
that long.
4.
I think it's like 3
Okay,
4
4.
hours.
No, I think it's more than 4 because New Zealand's 4. I think it's like 6.
It could be like 6.
Yeah.
I would say between 4 and 6.
Do you
That's
guys
my
have?
final
Do you guys
answer.
have like a Jamie? Can we get him the
Pull that shit up. Is it
Fact
me?
check that, man.
Can you
It's
have
the
to
cat.
you have to pad while
Yeah, well,
yeah.
you're going to look up what the flight distance is. I'm going to give you a fun fact. I think Perth is the most isolated capital city in the world.
I have
Really?
heard that.
Yeah, it's the furthest away from any other capital city. I think it's closer to like Indonesia, Jakarta,
Yeah,
than it is to
would
Sydney.
be.
5 hours and 5 minutes is the flight.
5 minutes? Wait, how did I know that?
It's the win, bro.
You gotta fucking park it, dude.
You're not going to just, yeah, but like, so you're saying it's right up until the park, it's 5 hours, and then it's just like,
5 hours.
just give me 5
Put
hours.
into the hangar.
Gotta reverse it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Throw that shit in reverse.
Stolen.
All right, are we? I'm getting vibes of like around 20 minutes. So we like to what?
Full disclosure, I forgot to hit start on the timer. So Josh is just like
20 minute
feeling it in the air. Like he's like, I think it's been 20 minutes. Just in case it gets cut out, because of the weird cut that happened, I just want to clarify that Tom did drop a chicken jockey.
That was off mic.
I nearly spat my beer on the mouth.
Chicken jockey.
My people will be
Christ.
speaking with you.
No, so in case it didn't come through before the pause as well, we're just saying we're about to wrap up. Anything you guys want to plug? And you were talking about your Tusa show that you do.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
Mitch and
course.
I have
Yeah, yeah.
one. It's been going for like a month now.
Amazing.
Saturday mornings we just do like chill, like ambient / shoegaze / dream pop songs.
Cool. as fuck.
Yeah. it's
What
called
time? What
Reverie.
time Saturday mornings?
8 a.m. till 10 a.m.
Way too early.
Way too
I
early.
know, nobody's awake.
Early. What?
Yeah.
Every
I'm awake for
single
work.
Saturday, I'm like, every single Friday night, I'm like, I should get up early and listen to their show. And I haven't.
Dude's getting up at 10 o'clock in the morning and be like, win the morning, win the day.
It's Saturday, man. It's the one day I get to sleep.
I hate to be that guy, but 8's not that early.
Well, I get up at like 7 every day for work, but on Saturday I'm like,
well, you would have a sleep in.
my pace.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to sleep in.
Does the show have a name or?
Yeah, it's called Reverie.
Okay,
So
hell
it's
yeah.
like you wake up in a reverie. We usually like pre-record though because we don't
Oh,
usually wake
interesting.
up. But
They're not getting up at 8 a.m. I expect you to.
That's great. That's
You
awesome.
expect the listeners to.
Okay, cool. So wait, hang on.
Quick
Reverie?
fire. Jude Pascal.
Yeah, Jude Pascal. That's
Safford.
yes, of course. Safford. Yeah.
Bodywire, Dom and Matt.
Bodywire, Dom and Matt. Who's Dom and Matt?
who's Dom and
Even Ruby's like, what?
Dom and Pat.
That makes sense.
It can really confuse me because I have a friend named Dom who lives with somebody called Matt. So it really,
You're like, no way.
really freaked my
You know
brain
Dom and
out.
No, I don't.
Tom and Pat. Tom and Pat.
Anyone else?
Who else you got?
Bridge Dog.
Bridge
Dog.
Dog.
Nice.
Who else? Every time someone asks me for bands, I just like go
Yeah,
blank.
I've never met a band
You,
before.
I've never
Even though literally everyone we know.
You name dropped
Legit.
Oscar Byrne before, right?
Yeah, shout out
Yeah,
to Debaser.
Debaser.
They're
Yeah.
doing the most for the scene.
They are.
They are.
Big time.
They work
Lemon Eyes, we played.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
See.
Beth.
Okay.
Okay,
This is
Beth.
going there. Nice work.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Never banned. Shout out to you, Lennon.
Shout out to the Beatles.
We need like a.
I was talking to my manager today, and she was like,
Your
I
manager?
was talking
Oh,
to my manager, and I was like, what kind of music do you listen to? She was like, oh, I listen to like 90s R&B. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
And then like 10 minutes passed, and I was like, so like, who's like one of your favorite artists? She was like,
Mary J. Blige.
no, she was like, I know it's really controversial, but I really love Chris Brown.
Oh,
Oh, God damn it.
I would have been like.
Do you guys have like a bad?
That's what I'm
Is there
saying.
a
Yeah.
boo? No, there's no
We need to get
boo.
a bumper.
Oh, there's a... Yeah.
Chris Brown.
Aw.
Oh, and shout out to Celine and Strange. There we
Sweet
go.
and the Strange,
There we go.
yes.
Okay, cool. Nice. Wow.
That was Diego when he asked his manager. He was like, you're probably wondering how I
How
ended up.
I ended up here, working for somebody who loves Chris Brown. Okay. Okay, well, if that's all the dings, we'll just play a little song to take us out of the segment, and we'll see you in the next one. I think we all should just say simultaneously say music.
It's a music.
I guess so. Now I feel like we're getting lazy though, but we're just thinking the main thing we talk about.
We don't think of it until we get there. It's never high effort.
That's a
I
good
think
point.
this is the
That's a great-
intro.
Yeah, maybe we're just cold intro.
Cold open.
It's a pretty hot open, actually.
Yeah, but like there's like no theme or anything like that. We're just into the second segment.
And welcome back.
Yeah, okay, we're here. You know what? We're fucking changing the rules. We're not doing any.
We're back with the
anything
second
different.
segment. I have another song to play. This one again does not require any participation, but here it is.
God.
What?
What album are you plugging today?
So as was beautifully put to you via song, the question was, what album are you plugging today?
Yeah.
Me or you first?
You first.
You
Me.
first.
Me
decided you.
first. Today I'm going to plug Counterways by Arbes.
Counterways by Arbes.
I think it only came out it might have been November last year.
I think
Yeah,
that's what I read
that's what he read.
on
That's
the
what he read.
on the records.
That's what I also read. Yeah, it's awesome. If you don't know who they are, they're from Melbourne. They're
cool.
a dream pop band. A little psyche, little surfy, mostly dream poppy.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask what genre this would be considered because I wasn't sure.
It is like
I'm not good with
It
genres.
walks
It's
the
an
line
interesting
of a
meld.
couple different
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
because it was giving like I don't want to get into giving yet, but like it was giving like
Oh, it's giving.
sort of hiatus coyote.
Whoa, that's
like
crazy.
Little bit.
Not
I feel like
hiatus coyote.
maybe some of the members were like fans and they like were like, oh,
Sure.
let me add a bit of that to this.
It's pretty
But-
groovy.
Yeah, it is
Oh, no
very
way.
groovy. But it's funny because
Yeah, well, I saw that, and that's why I knew they were Australian.
Ah, okay, sure. I just saw that they were under exclusive license to Third Eye Stimuli Records.
yes, they are,
Yeah.
and we're big fans of Third Eye.
We are big fans.
That's
Carly's
another
getting-
shout out we should have done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Josh and Third Eye.
Wait, I have the ding here somewhere. I just need to dig. There we go.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Also, I would like to just quickly say 10 10 songs, 34 minutes. Delightful.
Yeah. They move at a clip.
Delightful length.
It feels like a bit of a dig on Ruby's album, but look,
Why?
Because it's a lot longer than that.
I think for this...
You better say delightful as well.
They're completely different styles of music. The only similarities that they have is that they have guitars in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
But it's funny.
Vocals, both of them have vocals.
Because I was thinking, like, what kind of genre are they? Because when the album first came out, I definitely listened to it the first couple times and I thought, like, very, like, psych guitar based.
Yeah.
But then I knew we were coming on here to talk about it again. So I listened to it once or twice more and I was like, a lot less, like, guitar based than I remember. A lot more, like, poppy, very smooth vocals and, like, groovy drums. And there are, like, really cool, like, guitar fuzzed out moments on it.
Dare I say, indie rock.
Yeah. Oh, is that a band?
Dare I say?
Let's not fuck around.
Dare I say? I know it's a pretty fucking crazy term to be throwing out there in 2025. Yeah,
very niche these days. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I think it walks like a cool line between like those very poppy, like light, groovy moments that really focus on her voice. I think her name's Jess. Really focuses on her voice,
Nice.
and then there'll just be moments where it just like the guitars just like explode out into these awesome like fuzz moments at the end of songs.
Yeah.
That's something we love to do as well, where it's just like it's like a pop like or sort of like a pop structure of a song at the start, and then suddenly at the end it's like fuck it, fuzzed out guitars.
It's like every Memory Motel
it's a whole
song.
different thing now.
I think like the thing that sort of took me by surprise, especially, is when they start doing all the fucking crazy rhythm stuff as well. You know what I mean? When they start throwing that shit in there, then that's when your head starts bobbing.
Yeah, it's very like I don't know, quirky like sort of drum beats.
It's a good way to good word for it. Quirky, quirked
that
up.
Sounds funny, but
These are some quirked up white boys with a little bit of swag. You know?
I was just reading that description, and that had some like I think good.
What context?
Yeah. Well, so they call themselves Dream Pop, which I think makes the most sense.
That's helpful. Yeah,
makes sense.
And compared to bands like Cocteau Twins and Deer Hunter, well, I say they, but like I'm assuming their management wrote the bio, you know. So
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't in the room.
Front woman Jess is the name. Yep. Jess Zanoni.
But I think those are two bands that kind of, especially probably more so Deer Hunter, honestly.
I've never listened to Deer Hunter.
It's just like indie rock, but with a bit of psychedelia and like weird rhythms and interesting instrumentation. Stuff
Hell yeah.
No, it's a pretty sick album. I like always love finding an Australian album that like I'm really into.
Always a nice feeling.
Yeah.
I'd heard a bunch of the singles, and then when they came up here 2 years ago, we opened for them at Yuli's.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Yuli's.
We didn't. Yeah. Sponsored by. To be honest, I didn't know that much about them at the time, but I listened to some of the singles and I was like, these guys are real fun. And then the album dropped, and every song I was just like,
I know this one.
damn. Just like, damn, like this is like awesome.
Good music.
Like, yeah.
Crazy.
Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Good
Australian
bands
band.
make good music.
Yeah.
No,
It's always nice though when a band can like have their music recorded well, you know, because it's such a trap and such a unfortunate fate that so many bands run into. It's like they're a good band, but then they record with like somebody who's just trying to fuck them around, basically.
Yeah,
you know,
recording is an art of its own.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
So true.
And I think like finding the right person to record with is so hard because so many people are not that good at it and throw their names into the ring as well. You know,
it's
it's
a wasteland out there.
Yeah, exactly. It very much is. It's the fucking Wild West. So it's always nice when a band like this, with music like this, can get their music recorded well like this. Like it's I couldn't imagine it done in like with a less of a budget. You know what I mean? Like, thank goodness.
How many? What's their monthly listen?
What's their monthly? I believe it's about 12. I think it's in the 12K.
So
yeah,
low.
12K. Yeah, so low.
Like
So
it
like-
frustrates me
Deserve
with
more.
bands and music like this because it's like just because they're they got the Australian nerve, bro.
Yeah. Australian nerve. That's fucked.
If this band was
That's
like
a good way of
American,
putting it, though.
Yeah,
to be fair.
if they were American, they would have like over 100K
Yeah.
monthly
Yeah,
listeners.
that's true. That's facts.
No, but they're really sick bands.
Counterways, I will say the album is their debut album.
Oh,
they
true.
haven't released a full album.
That's crazy
before
considering they've
this.
been around for so long as well.
I made the mistake, and I regret this now. I made the mistake of listening to this while I was at work and not looking at my phone and like the song titles. So I don't know any of the songs that I liked.
Do you want to know what I did?
What?
I listened to it in the shower, but I brought my phone into the shower so I could check the song titles as they came.
Wow.
Do you have like it in a plastic bag or something?
Nah,
Just getting it wet.
Just getting away. They're mostly waterproof now.
we got I got a large shower, so like I usually
Okay, must be nice.
me, I have a large shower. So, don't really have to stress about that kind of stuff. You know, getting my phone wet. It's in the other room, like mate.
That's fucked.
No, it's not like huge, but it's pretty decent size. So like I usually just put it like on the like shelving unit where I keep my shampoo.
The
and
shower
stuff.
caddy is what people call it.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I like have a little, set up, and it's just there's like a bar across the top that it's like blocks like a little bit of the screen, but oh well. Sometimes I watch TV or YouTube or something while I'm in the shower. I'm fucking insane, but
Real.
I'm fucking insane.
Crazy like that.
Scrolling in the shower.
I'm not doom scrolling in the shower. That's fucking insane.
Dude, it's damn scrolling in landscape. That's great.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I got my phone this way because I can't go that way.
That's fucked. No, I also take my phone into the shower to watch YouTube.
Yeah, fucking why not?
Yeah.
We're free, we're young.
It's 2025, baby.
Oh no.
I'm taking my phone in the shower. What can I say? No, I really enjoyed this album. Like I said, I didn't get to fucking check out many of the song titles as they were happening, but I thought it was so interesting. It always fucking gets me, the opening track, which is the title track in this situation as well. Rare occurrence. It was like almost like so different to the rest of the album in a way,
it's a real like slow, smooth lead in.
It
little
really,
intro.
really feels like an intro. I mean, it's 2 minutes long, but it's like, it's not like I wouldn't say it's like an intro. Like it's a song. But it's just so different to the.
I think that's great. It's like albums that are like actually like planned out, and there's sort of like a journey between them.
Of course.
Like an intro, and then like the meat and potatoes, and then like an interlude, and then the other meat and potatoes.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
It's like a journey along the way.
Yeah, I feel like an interlude really has to like sell me, but
Yeah.
because sometimes I get frustrated. Like it's a big thing in like I feel like older albums,
True.
especially like rap albums where you just have like a skit.
Yeah, I was about to say, lots
I
of
just want the
skits.
music, please.
I've listened to this album recently. It came out like in March this year, and it had 2 interludes on it. 2.
How long
long's the
was it?
album?
Yeah.
Not very.
James
It's like
Bonner
sub 1 hour. I think it's hang on. Let me get it up. The album's called what's it called?
Did
It's
you
called
like the album?
It's called Man Oh Man. Yeah, it's a good
Okay,
album.
it's a good album.
But yeah, it has one interlude at song 4 and another interlude at song 8.
It's only 11 tracks.
And it's only 11 tracks. 31 minutes.
See, it feels a bit
What?
petty at that point, doesn't it? It's like we're trying to just make up time.
My thing is like you don't have to call it an interlude. This song,
Yeah.
one
why
of
can't it just be a short song?
one of them's called "Losing Me," and it's straight up a song. Like, but it's called. It has hyphen interlude next to it.
Well, they didn't need to do that.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Come on.
I'm not great.
Come on, Martin. Anyway, but no, other than that, absolutely fantastic. But no, this Counterways is I didn't really know what to expect because I listened to Ruby's album first. So this was a hard left from there. But yeah,
What's favorite track if you have one?
Full Sight, I think.
Oh, is that
Let me
the?
look at the
think
track.
I-
that's
That's the only
the
one I know
single.
that I've
I
listened to.
think is that the same?
Yeah, Full Sight. That's probably my favorite. But there's also
I think Silver Rings is my favorite.
Piscian, Silver Rings, Impasse,
That's a
is
good
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah.
and maybe Parameters. All those I think are bangers.
What's the one where there's one that has like a crazy guitar fuzz solo in it?
I think that might be Full Sight.
That's a good one. And then there's another one that has like the weird sort of rhythm change. Also, kind of fuzzy guitar.
Impasse, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Could be.
Or it might be
Guys,
half of
I hate to be
Understanding.
that guy. I think it's just impasse.
Oh, you just too. I just
There's an A at
realised-
the end. I'm just taking a stab.
All I can say, man, is we're at an impasse, alright?
Okay. Anything left? Anything else to say about this album that you wanna mention?
They're nice.
They're nice guys.
They are
That's
We
great.
met them and they were nice guys.
That's a huge plus.
I've got
Yeah.
an interjection.
That is nice. When someone who makes good like art is nice,
Yeah.
that is nice. Sometimes
honestly-
you meet people
That's big.
who are not nice,
Yeah.
and that's not
A lot of
Yeah.
artists that are horrible. Yeah, it's so true. But speaking of horrible, we're going to do something called the lightning round right now.
Ooh.
It's happening right
Oh.
now.
Oh,
Right this
snap.
Speaking of horrible,
You've been to a certain degree briefed on it, but to the listener, basically what's going to happen is this is a minute of Joss and I asking you guys questions, completely sort of nonsense questions that don't necessarily have anything to do with you or music or anything that you give a shit about. But it's a whole minute of us asking you those questions. You have to answer as many of them as you can in that minute. If you get the most answers out of everybody that we record by the end of the financial year. By the end of the year,
But in the financial
if you have
year,
the if you have the highest score, you get
The Chinese lunar year.
you get free plug shirts.
Yeah, we're working off some wacky
yeah.
time.
Tom,
Yeah.
go on.
Lock in.
So,
I've been doing so much
lock in.
talking,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
letting you
exactly
lock
right.
in.
Oh no, this is both of us.
Oh no, I know.
Do we have to do like a?
This
is it-
is a
So-
joint effort.
Okay.
So Diego will hit Ruby. I will go with Tom, and
Yeah.
then we'll back. and
We'll just
forth,
alternate
back
between
and
the two of
Okay.
you, but it's a collective effort,
Yeah.
right?
You're gonna
Wait, so we're
kinda
answering
nervous.
individually, or we're both going for it?
You're
So-
answering one
Joss-
at a time.
Joss will ask
you,
Tom questions.
Okay.
I will
You
ask
wanna ask
Ruby
Ruby?
questions. Yeah.
Okay.
and then we're just gonna interchange.
We're just gonna
back and
alternate.
forth, back and forth, like our hands are doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like back
We're
and
just
forth, back and
locked
forth.
in.
Like.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Clip that.
As I said, you have one whole minute, and of course, throughout this whole minute, there will be some pretty distracting music playing
Oh,
at the
no.
same time. It's kind of quietly, but it'll be there, and I want you to
Alright.
I want you to
Kahoot
think
style.
about it when.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
bang. Yeah, that's it.
Kahoot style.
No, it's a bit more hardcore.
Opa Kahoot
Oh.
style.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here, cue the
Time already.
cue
Do you
the
wanna do it?
distracting music.
I feel like you're doing a lot. Do you want to?
I've got this, bro. There's the distracting music. Just count us down, and I'll start the timer.
No worries. We're gonna start the lightning round in 3, 2, 1. Tom, what's the deal with aeroplane food?
Jerry Seinfeld.
What superpower would you have?
Invisibility.
What Hogwarts house are you?
Gryffindor. I've done the test.
If your name was James, would you go by James, Jim, Jimmy, Jimbo, or Jamie?
Jimbo.
What is the best fast food sandwich?
Just cheeseburger. Does that count?
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Nice.
Have you ever been to North Macedonia?
I've never been anywhere outside of Sydney.
Fact.
Drop a beat.
Boom.
Whoa.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Donkey.
Is music actually subjective?
Yes.
How did you get here?
At Ruby's car.
Nice.
What's your rap name?
Lil Ruby.
Favorite tap beer?
Yuli's Amanda.
What's your favorite Dungeons and Dragons class?
Oh, Bard.
Your favorite band in Sydney?
Your band.
Who do you main in Mario Kart? Who do you main in Mario Kart?
Oh, dude, I don't even. Peach.
It was like
All right, that is the minute up. So congratulations, very well done. Very, very solid effort. You got a grand total of 16.
It's alright.
It's
which
okay.
is not
Definitely
the,
not the highest.
It's not the winner. It's not the winner.
22 this season.
22.
It's absurdly high, to be completely honest. One of the
Yeah.
highest we've ever had. Not the highest that we've ever had. Let's go through some bangers. What's the deal with airplane food? Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, the question, what is it? Best band in Sydney? Never heard that answered correctly before.
What,
so-
your band? That's funny.
So I appreciate that.
What's your rap name? Lil Ruby. Favorite tap beer would have to be Yuli's Amanda Mandarin IPA.
We promise this is no product placement.
What's your funny thing about the favorite Dungeons and Dragons class? Unanimously barred.
Yeah, it's because we're talking
Bro, 'cause
musicians.
you're
I mean,
Unanimously,
yeah. Musician.
unanimously barred.
Like, you're not going to hear a musician be like, oh, probably barbarian. Like,
No, mine's Wizard.
yeah.
Wizard.
Are you a
I
wizard?
wouldn't.
We
Yeah,
play it
We
at-
play sometimes.
oh, really?
Wizard.
I played a sorcerer last night for a wild magic sorcerer for the first time ever last night. Oh my god,
Sorcerer is so much fun.
Probably the most fun I've ever had playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you
Damn.
just fucking fireball everybody.
No worries, just
And then-
fucking light them up.
You
No worries.
fucking turn everyone to ducks by accident.
Yeah, I turned into a
Fireballs,
potted
I
plant
think.
by accident.
Oh, it's so
It
sick.
was so good. Anyway, very well done. And now it's time to talk about Ruby's album. Ruby, what was your album called?
Mine was Talking Timbuktu.
Talking Timbuktu.
But it was like a collab album with Ali Touré and
Why wrote it? Sorry.
Cooder.
Right, Cooder.
So it was
Yeah.
like 94, I think it came out.
This is a 94
Correct.
drop. That's correct.
Yeah.
This isn't a quiz, but you got it.
Yeah, I was like,
10 songs, 1 hour long. Delightful.
There we go. That's how I did.
Because it's completely different. It's not a dream pop indie rock album. It's I don't know what it is, frankly. It's fucking cool though.
I've never heard this.
it's like Western African blues.
Yeah,
I think is
yeah.
the.
The album is called Talking Timbuktu, so my assumption was that they're Malian, but I could be completely wrong.
I think Ali's from Mali.
Yeah, okay, that does make sense. But no, I really listening to this at work. Now this is a good album to listen to while you're working.
Yeah.
My goodness, it was so good. It made this hour just fucking fly past. I loved it. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it's like West African, but it's also like blues.
Yeah, it's just bluesy.
Yeah, it's just guitar music.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
don't
what
overcomplicate it. You know?
Yeah, because I also listened to an album that Ben plugged. God rest his soul.
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah,
He did.
and I noticed
Ben's
that the
fucking dead.
common factor across all of them is that every single album had some fucking nerd on the guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every
What did
single
Ben
album.
plug?
Did Ben plug
Nick
like
Drake.
a Tool album?
Nick
Oh,
Drake.
yeah. Okay.
The two genders.
Ben's got an eclectic taste.
Yeah, no, but fucking nerd musicians on this album. Absolute nerds. I really like this
Is
album.
like, what part is Rai Cooder got in it?
Yeah,
Is he like a guitarist as well?
Yeah, he's like a famous slide guitarist.
Sick.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So he's like a famous producer who's done like stuff with so many bands, but he invented his own guitar, which was the Cooder cluster.
Is that
So
what
it's
that
like-
sound is?
yeah. What?
Right.
That's-
Because
yeah.
I was like, it sounds like a violin, but I know it's not a violin.
Bro
right?
invented his own
Yeah.
guitar.
Yeah, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro.
Huh?
I can't even get up to listen to Reverie on a Saturday morning. He's got his own fucking
Yeah,
guitar.
check that out. It's so cool looking as well.
Is that it?
We'll
Yeah.
probably put a photo in it so whoever's editing
Yeah.
this
Like a-
remembers.
It's like a Strat and a Mustang combined.
The
Like,
Cooder
can I-
cluster.
But it's like
But it's a
Nathan
slide
playing
guitar. But it's a slide guitar.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so but you play it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Amazing.
Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Amazing. So yeah, 1994,
Mm.
which is still like, I mean, not that long ago to be dropping like a relatively a blues album, like
Mm.
especially one that sounds like this. I thought it was just like recorded so nicely and just captured something. I don't know, just really fucking. That's the way I'd put it. Captured something. I don't know how else to put it.
Sorry, I just want to read about this guy.
No, yeah, I know nothing about Ali Farka Touré.
Neither do I,
Described
really.
as the African John Lee Hooker. Sure. Why does every black person have to be the black something? You know what I mean? The black white person.
If you ask me, John Lee Hooker's the white Ali Farka too.
Yeah, agreed.
If you ask me.
Agreed.
That's just my personal.
Yeah. Agreed. No, what do you want to read? Do you want to read something?
No, sorry, I shouldn't read too much.
Yeah.
It's a podcast. We're gonna speak. I forgot that part.
Yeah, you can't just read. Welcome to the
I'm reading
podcast.
as well. So I didn't know this album.
This is a much more popular album than I realized up until this
Yeah.
moment. Every song's boasting, over 1 million streams on Spotify. Boo. Boo, Spotify. Boo.
We should get a fucking.
Bye-bye. Every time we mention Spotify.
Spotify,
Bye-bye. Yeah, that'd be funny. But really, how'd you come across this album? Is this a 2SER sort of
No,
plug or?
I have been a Rai Cooder fan. Like my parents used to listen to him, so I got a few of his CDs in my car.
Hell yeah, nice.
And I was talking to Kit, our bass player, about him, and he's like, "Oh, you need to listen to that album with him and Ali." And I was like, "I haven't heard of it." And then as soon as I put it on, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's like amazing."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So this was a Kit plug.
Yes.
Damn.
It
And do you
really
know-
was.
There you go.
Do you have any idea how Kit heard about it or?
I think just being a guitar player, he's really into
Yeah.
more like blues and folk.
Kit's got we all lean maybe to a more dreamier sort of aesthetic, but since Kit joined the band, he has like a far more folky, acoustic slide guitar
cool.
sort of leaning taste. And yeah, cool to because he's gotten me onto a few things recently as well that I definitely probably wouldn't have listened to otherwise.
Or wouldn't have come across anyway.
Yeah, just because he's into a totally different realm.
True.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's lovely. That's
So-
the best part about having a 5-piece, I feel like.
Yeah.
A lot of brains who are listening to different
Since
stuff.
he's joined as well, like
We've added acoustic to the song.
yeah, a lot of the stuff's added like little acoustic bits that have been like really lovely. Some of the more recent stuff, because Kit's also a great singer. Since he's joined, he's added like backing vocal stuff, and it's like Ruby doing like sort of more dreamy, ethereal stuff, and then Kit has been doing a lot more like MJ Lenderman sort of folk stuff.
Cool.
And I think it's like a cool combo that maybe isn't done too much normally.
True.
Yeah, true.
Kind of cool.
Nice to have two voices in any situation, realistically. Yeah. So, I mean, how long ago did you say you came across this? Because I mean, it came out in '94. I wasn't alive this year.
Oh
so
man,
I don't
95.
think anyone.
Those are the fucking days.
Shut up.
Probably like a couple months ago.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fresh.
so pretty fresh.
Very,
but
very,
I've known
very
Rai Cooder for a while.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. This one I was checking out song names as I was listening to it. The one that stuck out. The one that stuck out was it's called I think it's the longest one. Yeah, it is. Amandrai, and it stuck out because they didn't say anything until about 6 minutes in.
Well, it's not a
What's
very
the
like
song?
lyrically heavy album, I feel like.
No.
No, in general, but there's so much like. I don't know. I mean, it's easy for us to say it's not a lyrically
when
album
you don't understand the lyrics.
because it's not in English. It stuck out. It stuck out. It stuck out so much because it was like they didn't say anything for like 6 minutes, and like word 9 of the sentence was the title of the song, and I was like, I get it. Yeah.
I loved I Do. I know it's like the one with the most streams.
Which one is it?
I'm a bit of an
I Do.
But like I like last night before I sat down last night to listen to like a few tracks, and then this morning I did like the full listen, just because I like to have a taste first.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Hop back for a
Sometimes
bit
you
and
do
then come
couple
back into it.
listens.
And so I just picked the one with the most streams, and I was just like, oh, sweet, this is a jam.
Sweet.
It felt like one of the more bluesy tracks on the record. Whereas like other parts of it, I feel like get kind of not like ambient, but like it's just like stripped back instrumental,
Chill.
Yeah.
folky guitars.
Yeah.
It's like just sort of easy listening where you can just kind of chill out, be like, oh, nice folky stuff.
It's good to have in the background. I've been listening to it like studying as well.
That would be like great stuff.
Yeah.
There's
it's really good.
one of my friends at work has a playlist called Eastern Suburbs Princess Boat Day.
Oh, this would be perfect.
A
This
few
is
of
the
these songs
one.
are going on there for sure. So I don't know what it is about this album, but I really loved the hell out of it. And
It's great.
I clocked the 1 hour playtime, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be it. This is
You have to
gonna,
look into this.
gotta really
It's a
sit through
journey.
this one.
Sorry
yeah,
for the
yeah.
homework.
I don't remember the last time I'd listened to an album that was an hour long. Like actually,
True.
like
You really, as soon as it hits 40 minutes, you're like, I'm not interested.
But
God.
that was the thing about this one.
I'm exactly the same.
I think I wasn't like I don't think I like stood up from doing my like I didn't take a break. Like I just like fucking slammed it top to bottom, and it was such a good listen. Like such a good listen. I didn't know it, and it was because of like these little like bluesy sort of moments that kept popping up. I was just like I didn't know what to expect or when to expect those kinds of things to come back. And the fact that they came back at all was a surprise to me. You know, like from the first sort of like instance of that aura. The fact that it comes back at later in the album and continues with like the blues theme is just so.
What I mean, like I was saying, like I Do was like the first thing I listened to, and that was like the second last song.
True. Yeah.
Apparently they recorded it in like 3 days, which is pretty crazy.
That is
Like, They
crazy.
just must have not slept at all.
Like that's the only way. Like
Yeah.
an hour of music in 3 days.
It's
like-
insane.
If they're just that breed of like nerd musician, they probably just
This
sat
is another
down.
level.
Well, they
Just
probably
like-
just sat down and did it all in like one take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Which is insane, but
Yeah.
Well, right?
But
Yeah.
if you're that good, you're that good.
Yeah, and I just all the fucking just like the real like call and response vibe of it as well. On top of
very
that,
much.
is so good.
Any favorite tracks for you personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like. I think it was Gomi. That's a good one.
Gomni.
And there's one. I don't know if it's Sega or
Sega.
Sega Mega Drive. Yeah,
It's
that's
a lot of ones to pronounce on an
it's a tough one.
on an oral.
None of them are
Yeah.
easy to pronounce.
There's a song called Keto. There's a song called Banger, which I
There
like.
is a song called
yeah.
Banger. Yeah. Just highly recommend the album because it has a lot to offer. It has Banger, which is 2.5 minutes long, and it has A Man Drive, aforementioned, which is 9.5 minutes long.
Yeah, so it's
a
got a few
long
long
song.
ones. It's pretty sick.
I think that was the other thing. I think I must have been listening to Sega, and I was like, this song's so short. It's 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and then the next song after that
Like
was
9 minutes.
nearly 10 minutes long. So very just good sort of easy, but also lots to offer album. Covers a lot of ground it is an hour long, but it covers a lot of ground in that hour. So good, amazing. Any last words about this one, Ruby?
Not really. Just listen
Just
to
go
it. I
listen to it,
guess.
guys.
Yeah,
You know the
especially
fucking
if you're a
do.
guitar player. I don't
Those
know.
are- yeah.
Piano on the drive home.
Yeah. As soon as this podcast is up, you know what you're chucking in. All right, cool. We'll see you in the next segment in that case.
I didn't mind just coming in. What if we're already in the segment?
No, I refuse. I mean,
You refuse? Okay.
You're editing it, so it's. I mean, I refuse for the segment to come in right there.
Yeah, I have.
But
the
what if
power.
the segment came in right here? Welcome back to the Plug Podcast.
I'm gonna ruin that in the edit. I'm just gonna make it start where I started.
That's fucked.
We'll
Okay.
see how I'm feeling. We'll see how I'm
Welcome
feeling.
back to the Plug Podcast. This is the last segment of the show. We are here to play a game. Joss has the song ready to go. Isn't that right, Joss?
Absolutely.
Here we go. God fucking damn it.
Okay. Oh fuck! I did that thing where you. Okay, now.
I have just assessed that this guy is a ginormous asshole.
It's so good. I fucking love that song.
We are about to assess some assholes.
Some of the best lyrics.
Get your gloves on.
Oh god.
Spread them.
I was thinking, where were you going with that?
Spread them and spread them and cough for me, thank you. No, so this is a game called Asshole Assessment. Joss has so graciously taken the lead on this one so that I get to participate. So it's going to be me, Tom, Ruby, all separately playing for the win here. Basically, Asshole Assessment, for those who are unfamiliar, is going to be a series of multiple choice kind of questions, but the questions are reviews from a website called Rate Your Music.
Yes.
And these reviews are poor.
Yeah, they're famously bad reviews.
Yeah. Bad reviews.
Dogs.
Just talking absolute smack on albums that are probably fine. And Joss will give us options on what those albums by whatever artists.
Yeah, and this time I actually even had the foresight get their usernames.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice, so we can
Genuinely-
call them out by name.
But genuinely, none of them were like comprehensible enough to even write.
Oh, they were just like zig
Yeah, or just bad names. So I'm like, that's boring. Just
Okay,
like
sure.
John.
Are you going to tell us them anyway?
No, I didn't write them down.
Okay, fair enough.
I literally was like, I'm gonna write them down, and I read them. I'm like, I'm not fucking writing these. down.
Not worth it. Not worth the
Absolutely
keystrokes.
not worth it.
All right, thank you,
Should we
Joss,
get
for.
into question one, guys?
Should we get into
We
question
excited?
one?
Hit me.
We don't have any like hot seat music, but you can imagine it in your head.
Imagine it. I just made it happen.
Oh my god, such incredible music.
Okay, let's talk about arsehole number one.
Oh, I can hear it now.
Arsehole number one says, "This album sucks balls." It tries to be all.
that's gross.
That's gross, bro.
Some beer went
Keep it down.
in my nose.
It tries to be all deep and philosophical, but it just sucks balls at doing that with an exclamation mark.
Who wrote this?
This album is for those edgy teenagers who think they're cool, but they're really not. So they act like this and give it 5 stars. And then in brackets, and any shoegaze can frick off too.
Oh damn!
Why tail that off?
It sounds like a 14-year-old, right?
Yeah, it's like edgy teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoegaze copying strays, like what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell with the shoegaze?
Is this like we buzz in as quick as
No,
we
no,
can?
so-
No, we'll all get a choice.
All right.
You can
You
deliberate.
already.
Is this A, Have a Nice Life with death consciousness? Is this B, My Bloody Valentine with Loveless? Is this C, Slow Dive with Slovaki or Savaki?
Savlaki.
I don't know. Or is this D, Ride with Nowhere?
Oh man.
I don't. Oh god.
I did immediately go to My Bloody Valentine love list before you even
You even
said
thought
it?
about it? You're like,
That just seems like
Just because
something.
you said the shoe game.
yeah, no, but I feel like that's
Tries to be
something
all deep
people
and
would be.
philosophical, but it just sucks balls at doing that.
Oh, maybe it's Slovakia.
I'm going to say have a nice life.
I'm gonna say C, Slovakia.
Wow, I was gonna say love.
Such an
But I
underrated album.
completely disagree.
Actually,
I think that's a
what was
banging
the-
album.
What? No.
What? Death Consciousness?
No, Slovakia.
Oh, Slovakia's also a fucking.
All of those are.
They're all actually really good albums.
I'll go
Yeah.
Loveless.
He's gonna lock in.
I'm gonna lock in
Lock it
You
Loveless.
gotta
in.
differentiate yourself for the
I'm
points.
gonna lock in
Yeah.
Loveless. I think that like you got to get in the mind of an asshole for this game, and somebody with no friends would write that.
Sucks balls
Yeah.
is crazy.
Sucks balls. Sucks balls is fucking crazy.
This album
Sucks balls. What an opener. What an opener.
tries to be all deep and philosophical, but it just sucks balls.
Wow. It's like
actually kind of
it's like Charlie Chaplin going the Great
He's not
Dictator.
mincing
you know?
words.
So Have a Nice Life, Slow Dive, My Bloody Valentine.
Sucks balls.
It was My Bloody Valentine.
Yes, dude. Let's go.
Damn it, I should've gone with my
For
gut.
the obvious one, guys.
Let's go.
Should've gone with my gut.
I know.
Should've known, should've known.
Wow.
Trying to be all clever in that.
I thought they were talking about like being deep, and I feel like Slow Dive are like trying to be deeper, harder than My Bloody Valentine.
I feel like
are.
my Bloody Valentine. I feel like would have copped it just for having like a feminine air around it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then that's
Maybe.
why this person was like, "Haha, this person's dumb." Like, how dare they
You
try to
feel
be deep and
things?
philosophical?
Yeah.
You feel things? Nerd.
Should have stuck with it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
That's Tony going
suspicious
through
Tony
the,
noises. Anyway,
Oh.
going through the sink.
1-0. Off to a good start, Diego.
Thank you very much.
Question, not question number 2. Arsehole number 2.
Asshole number 2.
They say, whenever I try to sit through this masterpiece of an album, I am filled with an intense dissatisfaction.
Oh.
It expresses my problem with a lot of this indie rock music. Some white suburban guy singing nothing of interest, with a backing that masquerades as interesting by taking advantage of popular stylings. It's almost like sonic masturbation. Why is it so popular?
I feel
I don't know.
he was
That's
making so much
crazy.
sense up until the sonic masturbation thing.
It's like, why did
Oh,
you bring
what a
that up?
line.
Can I take it? I had MVV in my mind before. Can I take a stab? It's either
Yeah,
gonna be Radiohead or Weezer.
Okay.
Oh.
And if one of those are there, I'm locking it in.
Is this A, Black Country New Roads, Chaos Space Marine,
damn.
Car Seat Headrests, Twin Fantasy,
Oh.
Wow.
Mitski's Puberty 2, or American Football Self-Titled?
Can I have the review one more time from the top?
Whenever I try to sit through this masterpiece of an album, I am filled with an intense dissatisfaction. It expresses my problem with a lot of this indie rock music. Some white suburban guy singing nothing of interest, with a backing that masquerades as interesting by taking advantage of popular stylings. Pretty coherent for an arsehole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like sonic masturbation. Way to ruin the fucking review. Okay? Why is it so popular? I don't know.
Sonic
I've
masturbation
never heard those two
is
words
a wild.
next to each other. That's crazy.
It's a wild
like,
call.
like I said, it was so coherent and dare I say well spoken up until
Yeah.
that point, and just all credibility out the window. Okay, I don't think it's Black Country New Road.
Okay.
What were the other options?
Car seat headrest. Mitski. American football.
I think it's car seat headrest. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with.
You're allowed to
American-
pick the
I'm gonna
same
go with American football.
I think it's
just to
Mitski. I think it's
differentiate.
Mitski. I was gonna go Mitski. I think it's Mitski.
So we got American football, Mitski, car seat
seat
headrest. Guys, it was Black Country New Road.
What the
To be fair, I don't know a ton about any of these albums.
I'm
Yeah.
shocked you said Mitski. That was my
Yeah.
red herring answer. What? They said some white suburban guy seeing nothing of interest. That's not Mitski.
That's true, but there are like little to no pop stylings in Chaos Space Marine.
Yeah.
I know
like,
nothing.
a lot of sonic masturbation in that one.
Oh my god!
I kind of love that term.
I know.
like-
I
like
want to
that-
hear it again.
Okay, that line makes sense about Chaos Space Marine, but oh, that's annoying. And it's not, and he calls it indie rock. What's this guy doing?
Indie rock.
It's so hard to be like, is that an indie rock album?
It's not.
Dare I say?
It's like indie rock. Dare I fucking say?
That's why I said car seat headrest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck's
that's-
sake. Damn, we got fucking thrown.
Happy with my my other answers got all the votes.
Yeah.
I'm an arsehole.
You did that.
Am I the asshole?
Yeah. You came up with that. Yeah, well done, dickhead.
Still 1-0.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's never forget. I am in the lead.
Okay, we're moving on to arsehole number 3 now. They say, after about 5 songs in, I felt extremely tired and needed to turn it off. Oh, poor baby. And sit in silence for a long while. A week later, I picked it up again and found it a little more tolerable, but exhausting and drawn out. And really not that clever or exciting at any point.
What I always think about these reviews is like, if I don't like an album,
You just don't say anything.
I just don't play it again.
Yeah. It's like I move on. Like I don't
These
know that much
dudes,
to
it's the
say.
same with like Letterboxd.
Or any
I'm
online
like,
hate comments. It's
yeah,
like, what?
it's just like I felt such a strong hatred to go in
Yeah.
and like
Turn it
really
off,
tell
right.
the world that this album sucks.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, man. Just don't play it again.
Yeah.
Right? There's so many songs out there. Just don't play it again.
You're never getting that time back. All right.
Is this A, Alex G, God Save the Animals? B, Big Thief, Dragon New Warm Mountain, I Believe in You? C, Phoebe Bridgers with Punisher? Or D, Wednesday with Rat Saw God?
Oh my
It
god.
can't be Wednesday.
But I'm thinking
5 minutes and then you come back to it and it's more tolerable.
I'm thinking it's a dude hating on a woman.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a dude hating on
I'm
a
gonna
woman.
hedge my bet. I'm gonna say a C. Was that
Phoebe
Phoebe?
Bridgers?
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel like
going
it's Big
with C.
Big
Z.
Thief.
It could be any of. Wait, what was the first option?
Alex G.
Okay, yeah.
So after about 5 songs in, they felt extremely tired and needed
It
to turn
does.
off
I
and
will.
sit in
I think I
silence.
want to rule out Alex G, but yeah, it does give man hating on a woman.
And
Wait,
when I picked it up a week later, they found it a little bit more tolerable, but
they-
exhausting and drawn out and really not that clever or exciting.
And what
at
was
any
the,
point.
what was the first half of the review when
Could it
I
be
first picked this up?
Wednesday?
After about 5 songs, they felt extremely tired and needed to turn it off and sit in silence for a long
Could
while.
be Wednesday because it's so like intense.
Like full
That's
on.
kind of what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. But I changed my answer before, and that fucked me. So I'm sticking with my gut. We're going with
Phoebe
Phoebe.
Bridgers.
Okay, yeah.
What are we feeling, Ruby?
I think Big Thief.
Big Thief.
Yeah.
Where does Diego want to land here? Oh my god, this Tony guy.
I think.
What's he doing?
He's
I
in
He's
the
fucking.
town.
He's cooking. I don't know
I
what
think
he's
if
doing.
somebody's listening to 5 songs of Punisher, they're not coming back.
Hold on.
No. As I was saying,
Sorry, we're back.
I think I'd like to sort of. I think somebody's not listening to 5 songs of Punisher, coming back and then liking it more. I think if they turn it off and sit in complete silence after listening to 5 songs, they're not coming back and listening to it and being like, "This is more tolerable." I think it's Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Wednesday. Sorry, I didn't mean to eat you then. Wednesday, Phoebe Bridgers and Big Thief. It was indeed Big Thief with Dragon Your Man. I Believe in You. So you're on the right wavelength of dude hating on woman, but it's just it was the other woman, unfortunately.
Do we think it's one of those things where it's like after like song 5, that's when Buck Meek starts singing more?
Yeah.
And then they're just like,
I think also the sort of giveaway was that's a pretty long album.
yeah,
But
that's true.
good job, everybody.
Well done. Okay. And good job to everybody except Tom because
so it's
he's
1-1.
yeah.
I am on none.
To nil. That's all right. I'm also a nun, so don't stress. Sorry, I felt really bad. I did not mean for that to be me. Question number 4, arsehole number 4. They say, I don't know if is this a word. You guys are gonna have to tell me. This just facilitates. I think they meant to say facilitates.
Facilitate. Yeah.
Facilitates?
I don't think facilitate.
Kind of sounds like a word.
Maybe it is. Look it up later. This just facilitates because it says No, I think it's this just vacillates
Vacillate.
between
sounds
boring
wrong.
pop music and uninteresting attempts at pulling off some sort of clashing electronic mess. The couple club bangers are all right, and sure, there's 1 or 2 moments of genuine surprise with an interesting abrupt beat switch. Sorry about that. But this is just plain, boring, and unadventurous to me.
It's got to be Black Eyed Peas the end, right?
Is this A, no joke. Is this A, Caroline Polachek's Desire? To turn into?
can't.
I didn't write the full title there. It couldn't be fun.
Desire.
Yeah.
Is this Charlie XCX's How I'm Feeling Now?
I was thinking.
Is this Magdalena Bay's Imaginal Disc?
Heresy. We love that album. We should have talked about Magdalena Bay.
Oh, true.
Or is
Next
this
time.
D, FKA Twigs, Eusexual?
I'm going to lock that in right now.
I'm going to lock that in right
Lock in
now.
FKA Twigs.
Because they said about like the club.
Yeah, they
club
said there's a
bangers,
couple
beat
club
switches.
bangers are all right.
Wait, can you read the start
Fuck.
again?
Yeah, it's from the top. Now that
It
we have the
vacillates
options.
between boring pop music and uninteresting attempts at pulling off some sort of clashing electronic mess. I don't really know what that means, but it's like, are they trying to pull off a mess, or are they saying it's a mess? And there's a couple club bangers. They are all right, and sure, there's one or two moments of genuine surprise with an interesting, abrupt beat switch. But it's just plain boring and unadventurous to me, they say.
Yeah, I'm going to say FKA Twig.
I don't know.
Plain boring.
I don't know.
Unadventurous.
Is that album from Charlie? Does that have club bangers on it?
No, that was
How
the
I'm
one
feeling now.
before Brat? Was it? Was that 2022?
Yeah.
Well, the crash was.
It was
before
during COVID.
So 2020.
It was her COVID album. There was like a few like sort of like more upbeat banger.
So probably not that one. I was gonna go with Charlie. Fuck it, we're going with FKA.
Okay, two
Twigs.
FKAs.
We're going on it. I need a point out here.
Hey, I might not be right.
So is Carolyn Polachek,
Oh,
Charlie, FKA,
Actually,
and
but if you
Magdalena
both
Bay.
go for it, then wait, is everyone going for?
No,
D?
I think I'm gonna go with Carolyn Polachek.
And if anyone was curious, vacillate means to waver between different opinions or actions, or be indecisive.
Well, that guy definitely also looked it up before he used it too, so it's okay.
Thesaurus.
I'm going D then because I need to earn a point.
I think I'm gonna go Desire Wants to Turn Into You.
Tom's so confident he's going to get a point here.
I'm not. I need to do something different than them in order to.
I want to pull
get a
ahead.
point.
I want it to be impossible for Tom to win.
Well, it might be after this.
Tom wins. It was FKA.
Oh, back it in. This is. Wow, we doing 5.
But that
Five.
actually
This is the final round, boy.
that actually puts Ruby in the lead.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Wait, did you do it as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
fuck.
So basically, Ruby wants to like these two to lose,
Yeah,
and you guys want to win.
yeah.
So
Who would have thought?
So lock in, guys,
Sorry.
or don't lock in.
All right, last one. Here we go. Just give it
number
to
5.
us.
This album represents the worst that later was blooming on the commercial rock scene of the 90s.
Oh boy.
Put
Ooh.
yourself in the zone.
Commercial rock scene.
Dull melodies, awful vocals,
Oh boy.
poor.
Oh god.
Just nothing else, just poor. Amateur musicianship.
Oh, jeez.
Strange to see people who listen to it today. It seems to me that this is music just for MTV-fed teenagers of that decade.
Oh, this is like a
What
boomer
decade?
review.
What decade? What did
The
what-
90s.
The 90s. They said.
Yeah.
What was the
Or is this
starting
the
thing?
The album represents all the worst that later was blooming on the commercial rock scene of the 90s. Dull melodies, awful vocals, and I'm assuming they meant to say poor amateur musicianship. But I put a comma
It's got to be Foo Fighters. It's got to be what was that? It's got to be Foo
Are they
Fighters.
saying this is something from like the 80s that later was like all the rage in the 90s?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is
trying
that
to-
what they're saying?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I will say the
options.
possible answers, and I might
Yeah,
give
yeah,
some more
yeah.
clues. Is this A, No Doubt with Tragic Kingdom? Is this B, The Offspring with Smash? Is this C, Sonic Youth with Daydream Nation? Or is this D, Pixies with Doolittle?
Lock and smash.
Ooh.
Smash?
Lock and
Smash or
smash.
pass?
Lock and smash. I'm smashing smash.
Can you
Can you give me the options
the review?
again?
Oh, the options. So we got No Doubt, Tragic Kingdom, The Offspring, Smash, Sonic Youth, Daydream Nation, and Pixies, Doolittle.
I feel like there's not many melodies on.
I don't. Are you going with
Sonic.
Smash?
I'm going with smash.
Okay, I gotta change
Well,
it.
this
then.
person did think that the melodies were dull, so maybe that's why, because it's not much.
I
What was the
don't
last
really
option
think
again?
it's C or D.
Pixies.
I don't really think it's C or D.
And based on your
Right.
question before, being like, is this like an 80s album they're trying to...
Yeah.
Pixies and Sonic Youth are 80s albums, No Doubt, and The Offspring are 90s albums. So basically, you can't read into that. Because
Okay,
I thought ahead.
I'm gonna go. Although I disagree heavily, I'm gonna go with the Sonic Youth one just because I want to get the. I want to get the point.
You want the point. You want it to be at least a tie.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy if I come last at the end of all of this.
I go Pixies. then.
Pixies.
Yeah.
I'm locking in Offspring. Smash.
Offspring, Smash. We got 2 losers and 1 winner.
What?
And it's more just Ruby pulling ahead, honestly, because it was Pixies with Doolittle.
Wow. God damn, Ruby. Just fuck.
That's
That's a
Good
round
game.
of applause. That's well done. Getting 3 out of 5 is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the
That's-
most anyone's ever gotten is 4 out of 5. So you're gonna be pretty happy.
pretty
Oh,
solid.
yeah.
That's pretty goddamn solid. Very, very well done. Thank you, Joss, for that wonderful
Thank
game.
you.
And thank you guys.
I enjoyed that. That was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you
That was
guys for
great.
coming on the podcast.
Awesome.
We
Thank you.
really appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having us.
Yeah, thanks for
Absolutely
having
crazy
us.
showing in the arsehole assessment. Just as really assess them.
That was fun. I genuinely wanted to do more.
Yeah, great.
I want to win.
But yeah,
Do a
rate,
bonus one off mic.
yeah, we can go on to rate your music.
You guys have a Patreon?
We used to actually.
We used to.
But like we could not keep up with doing bonus content. That was
Yeah,
really-
Yeah.
it's a struggle.
It literally
Turns out if you want to get paid, you got to work like kind
Yeah,
of hard.
crazy.
it literally became like a glorified just donate to us if you like us.
Yeah. Became a Ko-Fi.
I mean, there's plenty of people out there doing that. For
Of course, yeah,
Just give us
yeah.
money for doing nothing.
Yeah. So if you'd like to give us money for doing nothing, or potentially your company would like to give us free stuff and rhymes with Schmoolies Schmooze.
Why did you go with SH sound?
I don't know. Schmooly Schmooze. You can get in contact. I suppose.
It's the plug.
Anyway, it's not about me. Hang on. It's not about us. It's about our lovely guests. Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
We really appreciate
yeah.
it. Do you have social medias that you like to throw around and want people to check out if they're listening to the episode?
I guess our main one's just Instagram.
Memory Motel
Yep.
Band.
Memory
That's
Motel
the
Band
one.
on
That's the
Instagram.
one.
Great,
Yeah.
But you
fantastic.
can find us pretty much everywhere.
Spotify.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere but
Deezer.
Yeah.
TikTok, to be honest.
And if
Where
you
my Deezer heads at?
and if you forget what the name is, just think of your favorite Rolling Stones song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Memory
yeah.
Schmotel.
And just give me this. I need to play
Yeah,
some
yeah.
music because you're not doing it.
We also like to end with a wise word of wisdom from the guests. So like, I know something
Oh, fuck.
Both just freaked out.
fuck wisdom.
Oh fuck.
But like just anything that you feel like would be a nice tidbit to end the podcast with. The last thing that people hear before music starts playing. I'll let you guys mull over it a bit. I can pad.
You can have one, you can have a joint one, you can have two separate ones. It's up to you, completely up to you.
You can
It
have
be
none.
completely serious,
Like,
completely
no one's ever
unserious.
done that before, but you can just say nothing. That's fine.
Wow, you can opt out.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
I just made that rule. You can't opt out.
Okay. Okay, well, you can't opt out. Sorry. But
Fine print at the bottom, no opting out.
whatever you like. Any wise. Oh, and then I'll play some music and then we'll dance.
Yeah,
to
we're
it
gonna dance for a
afterwards.
little bit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What do you got?
Tom.
No, I'll put the onus on you.
Yeah. You're the wordsmith, unfortunately. You chose this.
Oh,
You chose this life.
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Oh, I don't even know.
Maybe the word of wisdom was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Along the way.
That's one of
Yeah.
She's gonna piggyback
hop on
that.
Maybe the plug pod was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah,
that's wise. That is wise.
And now we will dance to some music.
Thank you to everybody for listening to this latest episode of the Plug Podcast featuring Memory Motel. It was a very fun episode. We really appreciate Tom and Ruby coming on to chat all about their upcoming singles, their upcoming gigs, their upcoming album. They've been very, very busy. They've got a lot of stuff upcoming. So if you want to keep up to date and see what's around the corner for Memory Motel, make sure to go follow them on Instagram. That is at Memory Motel Band. That's right. And while you're there, while you're on Instagram and you're like, oh, I should follow somebody else, how about the plug, huh? At itstheplug._ on Instagram, at itstheplug._ We're on TikTok at plugtalk0. We're on obviously Spotify and YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't yet. You can go watch the video and see what we're doing. And yeah, we'll have another episode out in a few weeks, most likely. We'll see how we go. But yeah, look forward to that. It's gonna be really fun. Hope you've been enjoying the podcast this year. We've got more to come, so look out for it. See ya.